Yep, up the stairs.
I thought we'd have that path there now.
Good morning everybody and welcome to another episode of Mountains Peak. We're back at it again. Hope you enjoy the video. So yes folks, we are back out in the hills. We're in the Crianlarich hills again. This is the last two of this section of the hills where I've got Benmore and Stob Binnein to do today. I think I'm pronouncing that right because, as you know, my Gaelic isn't the greatest. So I think it's around 1174 metres for Benmore and I think around 1160-ish metres for Stob Binnein. So both Munros are pretty big, by our standards anyway, so far. So we're looking forward to this one. This should be a really good climb again. To be honest, I kind of want to get this one out of the way because I know from watching videos and other people's reviews and reports that this is a very steep climb up Benmore. It's renowned for having such a steep climb. I have to forgive the noise of the cars. We're on the A85 just where we've stopped here. That's Loch Luvair or Luvair behind me, I think. It's a beautiful area. So we're looking to get going. Sorry, I keep rubbing my hands up. So cold. It's -2, -3 again. So hopefully it's not going to be as cold up the top because there's not as much wind today. But the sooner we get going, the better, because I am cold. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, guys. And I've got a couple of taggers on as well. I've got Rufus the bear and Brad with us today again. So yeah, we're looking to enjoy this one. So we're going to get cracking, and I'll speak to you a bit further on and see how we go. Speak to you soon. Right folks, that's us back. We're back out on the trail again. Benmore and Stob Binnein. Brad's with me again. Dragged him out. He's really happy about this, as he always is. Buzzing. So I think our little comedy sketch was fairly well received. Gonna have to pull you in a bit because there's a car coming. So we're just walking along the A85 at the moment. We're parked up at the lay-by about, I don't know, a quarter of a mile just more past the Benmore farm turn-off. Don't know if you can see it. We're heading up that through the trees. And as far as we know, it's pretty much a straight walk up. So this is going to test our pace. I think if you remember last time I'd said in the video that I think our pace was around 26 minutes a kilometre, and we need to try and get that down to around 20 minutes a kilometre for the upcoming Moors Mountain Challenge that we're doing. So something to work on. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on. This first section I think is fairly easy. Farm road or single track road up to the off track section, which I'll talk to you more then. Okay folks, so we're at 290 metres at the moment. That's quite high already. It's not been too bad. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe we've just been following this kind of single track road up at the moment, but we came, sorry for spinning you around. If you see just over my head there, there's a stile to cross the fence, so I'm assuming that's the turn-off point. And then, yeah, it's pretty much a straight shot up. So if we're at 290 metres, That's around 950 metres of straight up.
I'll get him.
He's gone home. He's had enough. He's had enough. So yeah, we're going to turn off here, and sorry, my beard's ringing from all the condensation on it. But yeah, the views are outstanding already. Really good. I don't know if you can see that as well. That's Bealach and Crianlarich, or Archdrain. That's the ones we did last week. They've got a bit more snow on them today, so they must have had a decent flurry over the last week. If you remember right, there was supposed to be a snowstorm following us in the last time we did the walk. But it looks fairly clear up the hill just now. So yeah, oh good, we're loving this exercise. We're loving getting out. And get some fresh air. It's really good. As much as Brad says he hates it, he loves it really. He loves it really. So yeah, we're going to crack on. So what I'll do is I'll talk to you once we're a bit further into the hill at the moment. But our current pace is pretty good, pretty quick. But we did walk on some road and some single track, so I'm assuming that's going to slow down. So we'll see what our pace is like about halfway up. So we'll talk to you then. Be decent. Right, we're at 490 metres, we're just under an hour in, and that's including the walk from the car, the lay-by, just like a quarter of a mile along the road. Oh, yeah, it's like a constant stare. It's just a never-ending stare, but it's good progress so far. The good thing about this is, if it's steep, you're gaining height quick. If you're gaining height quick, you're progressing quick as well. So rather than winding and snaking your way around the mountain, we're just going straight for it, which has its ups and downs. So we're going to be progressing pretty fast, so I'll get a wee chat to you near the top again. I think there's a slight scrambly bit near the top. We'll see when we get there, but yeah, we should get there within the hour, I hope, and that should be a sub 2 hour summit, which would be fantastic, good pace. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'll speak to you near the top. So yeah, terrain really good so far. We're just over 600 metres. Terrain is it's just stepping stones, if you like, stairs. Steep, very steep, tiring, but not difficult. Navigation wise is really easy as well. Follow the path. Apologies for my head staying down all the time, but I have to watch where I'm putting my feet. I don't know if you can try and get the gist if I do this. You see how steep it is. Okay, hi folks. We're about just over 800 metres. We've got a pretty steep last push up. Spin you around. It's a pretty steep last section. Hopefully you can see that. But we're enjoying it so far. It's not too bad. And yeah, the views are staggering. You can actually see over to the west, almost see the coast over on the west side there. So terrain's been really good. It's just starting to turn a bit more grassy now on this last section up here, but it's dry, which is good. Something we did notice, something to bear in mind when we were talking about it, is this side of the mountain probably doesn't get much direct sunlight at all. So there is some icy sections still, and we believe that is purely because it's maybe only getting half an hour, 10 hours worth of sun at the end of the day, if that. And that's why that's happening, I believe. So hopefully once we get onto the south side of the mountain, it's actually a bit more bearable with regards to the ice and the snow. But as I say, it's not been too bad, not been too bad at all. The views are just opening up all the time. And I think that's like the Glen mountain range to the north there as well, which is fantastic. Outstanding. The weather's pretty good as well, but it is cooling down, so we're going to try and keep moving quite quick. So we'll speak to you near the time. I've definitely pressed record this time. The last mountain we did, I didn't press record when we were going up to the summit, and it was a pure bitty footage. So we're about 1 minute from the cairn, you can just see there. There's Brad coming. Say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
He's doing it again. Nearly there. That's us. That last section was a bit steep.
Shocking.
Yeah. So if you look down there, the snow's not a problem, it's the ice underneath it that's the problem. My little micro spikes would have been ideal, but I'll be honest, I didn't think I would need them today. So I'd rather not weigh my bag down with unnecessary stuff, but turns out, probably could have used them. But managed anyway. Wasn't too difficult. So let's go to the cairn. What, that little stake? What is that?
Somebody died, I think.
Oh dear, really? Let's try and reform my backside. Oh, slidey. I wonder if it's been broken in the wind or something. And I mess about with it too much, somebody else's stuff. Oh, is that icy? Dig your toes in. Frozen snow. Adidas and their Continental tyres, eh? I've just got Salmons. Wow. That's a cairn, isn't it? You know, you're at the top here. Ooh. Oh, somebody else over there at the trick point. Touch your top. High five, man. Good effort, well done.
Is that the next one?
The next one's in the distance, aye. Just see over there behind that gentleman. There's a trig point there. To be honest, that trig point looks higher than the cairn, doesn't it?
We'll touch that.
We'll touch it anyway just to be sure we've got the highest point. We've been stung with that one before. Ben Vorlich comes to mind. Wow, some views. Oh, look at that cloud coming in.
Yep, coming fast.
Yeah. Look at this, you see the snow on Stob Binnein? I'm not loving that.
Nah.
Try and stay to the right of that. You need to watch there's no cornicing.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Sound clip 11. Right, we're at the top. Well, we're at the top, but you see that coming in? It's a bank of snow, I think. I just met a gentleman as well who's just came up from Crianlarich, where we were last week. You can come up and over Stob Binnein. Oh, and he says it's ice axe and crampons on Stob Binnein, or Stob Binnein. So we're going to give it a miss. Safety rather than success sort of thing, if you want to put it that way. We're going to play it safe. 1 Monroe for the day is plenty, I think. Yeah? Yeah, 1 Monroe is plenty. We'll have a wee look, but the sounds from what the gentleman's saying is it's very slidey, and we can agree with that, like, because that whole face will be in the wind for Stob Binnein, so it's going to have a lot of ice and snow on it. So we'll go down to the middle of the bealach and we'll get some lunch probably and assess it there, and hopefully the weather doesn't come in too hard. We'll see how it goes. But we're up here anyway, all good. Some Monroe in the bag. More training. Happy days. He keeps saying happy days. He loves it, really. He loves it. He does. He loves it. So I'm going to have a wee snack bar just now just to get the energy up, and we'll see you back down in the middle of the bealach, and we'll see what it's like. Speak to you soon. Okay, so we're down in the bealach, right in between the two mountains. We're a bit in two minds, aren't we? Actually, doesn't look as bad as we initially thought. We're wondering whether to give it a go. We're not sure. We're going to have some lunch anyway just now. Brad's got his wee stove, so I think we're going to get some cooking going. Get a coffee. We'll give it a think. But this is probably one of the hardest bits of coming out in the hills is that decision. Do you play it safe? Do you go home? Or do you give it a go anyway? And take that little bit of a risk? And all it is, it's just a small risk, because at the end of the day, if it starts getting too slippy and slidey, we'll just call it and come straight back down. We're not going to dwell up there and fight our way up there, because it's not worth it, to be honest. But I think we give it a wee go, because it doesn't look too bad.
Give it a try.
And even if we only get 100 or so metres up, and then we say, right, aye, that's not enough, we've not got the right gear, let's call it, so we'll just come down. But yeah, so what's happened so far? The route up Benmore, no problem. It states on Walk Highlands that it's a little bit boggy, but I don't even think I came across one bit of bog.
It was all frozen.
It was, well, even at that, it was all rock as well, wasn't there? Wasn't much swampish stuff. I think the path's been redone recently, so yeah, no problems there. Up on top, yeah, great views and all that, all good. Over the top, there's one avoidable scramble, but we gave it a go and it was alright. We missed filming it, missed the opportunity, but it wasn't bad, even in this weather. And then the walk down into the bealach is absolutely fine too. The path can be quite eroded in places, so there's a lot of moving gravel and rock, but if you can deviate a little bit from the path, which helps. And this is a nice flat calm area. A couple of little tiny walk-ins, if you want to call them that, if you want to freshen up your water, but the wind's calm, everything's calm. Going to get some lunch. I'm starving.
Me too.
You're starving too. Yeah, so we'll get something to eat and report back in a bit. We'll probably give that a go and maybe report back maybe 100 metres up or so and let you know how we're getting on. Speak to you then. Right folks, fairly well fed and still getting watered. Got a wee coffee now. Brad was kind enough to bring his stove, so we had something warm. We thought we'd take this wee time out just to talk about the football team that we're supporting in our Memorials Challenge. So it's the Renfrew Victoria Youth Football Team, and we're the 2010 age group. As I said previously, both Brad and I's son play for the team. So basically the team is about getting boys into their early football journey and teaching them the very basics of football, hopefully progressing on to the more complicated stuff later on. But they're currently playing 7-a-side it is, and they're about to do quite a big step up to 9-a-side after the summer, so we thought we'd try and support them as much as we could with getting new kit and training essentials and things like that. It's amazing how quick you go through footballs. So yeah, that was the idea behind half of the charity money coming to the football team, which is a registered charity in its own right. But yeah, we just felt that they needed extra support, and with the fact that we had lockdown, we normally have presentation nights and other different fundraising nights specifically for the football team, that we felt that the football team needed help, and we were willing to give it. So that's effectively why we chose the football team. I've got some videos here that can show you of the boys playing the football and some of the things that we do with them. And just to bear in mind that every coach in this football team is a volunteer. None of us get paid for doing this. None of us are professional coaches. We are learning as much as the boys go with the coaching, and we have to do our own courses and take time out of our own life to kind of fulfil these courses. And it's a big part of it for us. And we're committing quite a lot to the boys. So again, that was the kind of idea behind supporting the club as much as we can to keep it going, because the worst thing that could happen in our eyes is for the club to fold because they haven't got the funds to back them. So far the fundraising's been amazing, and thank you again for the massive influx of people we've had supporting us. And just ask you to share if you can, just share it with friends and family, and hopefully get some more support further down the line. But yeah, that's pretty much the crux of it with the football club, and we hope to kind of keep things going for the foreseeable future and follow the boys through their football career and their journey. It'd be fantastic. So yeah, I hope you think it's a worthwhile cause, because we certainly do. Back to the walking now. Speak to you in a bit. So we've decided to make our way down from in between the two mountains, purely because we watched a couple of guys ahead of us, and they made it about 70% of the way up, and it looks like they've turned back, and they had some winter gear with them as well, so I think we've made the right decision. So we'll just call this Benmore and just be done with it at that. However, it was a good wee recce, wasn't it, as a camping spot?
Aye, great.
It looks like a cracking camping spot in between the two, because there's a wee lock-in, as you saw, that we can easily get some water for cooking. A lot of flat sections, rocky sections where you can sit and chill. It looks fantastic. Somebody leaving rubbish at their backside. So yeah, we're heading back down. Oh, you can see me, I'm in short. We're heading back down, so this path is just quite a fairly eroded kind of route down, but it's not too bad. I don't know if you can see that. That's the two we were up last week as well. And they look really great. So, we're heading back down. While I've got you, I want you some new gloves. These are the 4-class, the MH500s, I think, from Decathlon. Now, the reason I got new gloves is, last week you'll remember that I ended up having to wear 2 pairs of gloves because my hands were so cold. And then I did a cycle for a friend, I'll tell you about that in a wee minute, where I was wearing my sealskin gloves that I've got, and there was almost no thermal insulation at all. For some reason, it's just all the cold was just setting right through them, and it was really hurting my fingers. So I thought, spent a bit of money on the sealskin gloves, but I'm not overly impressed with their quality and with regards to thermal insulation. However, these have been great today. It is just a first outing, and to be honest, it's not been ridiculously cold. It's only been, I think the lowest it's gotten is just about 0 degrees. My hands have been plenty warm. So onto that wee bit. I just wanted to have a special mention for one of our coaches at the football team, who, the legend that he is, Chris Kerr, ran a marathon on Saturday. 26 plus miles. Absolutely mental effort. Outstanding. All in the name of charity as well. So Chris has done it for the football club, the same as us, and for JDRF as well, which is unbelievable. He's managed to raise a lot of money. So that's a huge thank you to Chris from both me and Brad. Thanks, Chris. And yeah, I was cycle support for him. And it was impressive to see him do his thing, man. It was really good. And he did amazing. We're really proud of him. So well done, Chris. Now we've got to focus on our thing and see if we can get our challenge done. He's already set the bar really high, so here we go with ours. So I'll leave you for now. We'll keep heading down. We're supposed to meet the access road that we turned off of earlier on. We're supposed to meet that, which is a little bit further round on the west side of Benmore. So tie back in with you there. Unless one of us falls or something, I'll try and get a video of it. Right, take it easy, speak to you in a bit. Right, hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. How cool is that? I'll stick in a wee bit. There we go. Get that. Oh, I'm getting dripped on. Fantastic, eh? Absolutely brilliant. Cool wee bit. So we bumped into a couple of guys coming down behind us and they had a go at Stob Binnein. They turned back 100 metres from the top because it was sheet ice and only one of them had crampons and an ice axe. So we 100% made the right decision not to attempt it, so we're going to do it another day. Definitely right decision. I've got grass all over me and stuff. But made good progress on the way down so far, so we can see the access road, which is brilliant. We just came alongside this stream and found this, which is unbelievable. We're going to hang about too long because in case it starts moving. But yeah, I thought I had to come and see this. So yeah, we'll keep cracking on down to the road and I'll see you down here at the bottom. We can get a wee chat then. Alright, speak to you soon. Right, we're just off the hill, guys. Look. That snow line there, we kind of just followed that down a wee bit there as we tied in from the bealach. But yeah, we're just off the hill. That was good. That was good. So we've met the access road on the west side of Benmore, and we're just going to follow this round to where we left the access road for the steep path previously. So I'll show you that when we get there. But yeah, it's been a good walk so far, yeah, mate?
I've
enjoyed it. Weather's been kind of up and down a little bit because up at the bealach it was absolutely no wind, so it was lovely. Quite cool, but just coming down, you heat up a wee bit, don't you? And had to shed some layers and stuff. But yeah, it's been good. Yeah, enjoyed it though. Enjoyed it. So yeah, we're walking back down through the Glen now, and that'll be Crianlarich up behind us, and we'll just head back to Benmore Farm. So I'll leave you here. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if there's any questions or comments, just feel free to fire them in. Any of my social media pages, I've pretty much got everything now. I'm even on TikTok. Can you believe that? The guy that hates social media is on TikTok.
Doing dancing, eh?
Yeah, I'm doing my TikTok dancing and stuff. So yeah, so feel free to go and add me on any of the social media pages and have a look at my pictures and small short or videos if you like. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and I shall speak to you hopefully very soon. Take it easy. Hey everyone, that's us back at the car. Oofed. That was a bit of a slog towards the end. It was a bit draggy, dragged in a wee bit at the end there. 7 hours nearly total, so it was a good walk. We did miss out that second Monroe, but I'm kind of glad we did now because that was a bit of a slog up old Benmore. But I'm sure we'll get that another time. How did you find it?
Tough.
Tough, hard going.
I'm slowly dying.
Yeah, it's a push, it's definitely a push. Listen, Monroe's up, but that's what the point of the training is, so that we can get fit for this challenge and stuff, and we can keep doing what we're doing here and filming the Monroes. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed it as much as we have. Brad's kidding on, he actually has enjoyed this. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. So stay tuned, we'll speak to you soon, guys. Oh dear.